Hello friends and welcome to my channel. I be your listening developer. So like you all know that we have started a new tutorial series of C++ and we have covered up many different videos in that, and I hope you enjoy that all videos which we have covered up in that tutorial series or in this tutorial series which we are working with. So today in this video I'll be telling you that what are string namespace in C++. Like we have used a string with user input, then we have also using the strings with different other you can say formats as well. Like we were using the strings in input which were called as user input and the user string. So in this video we'll be learning that how you can use strings with namespace, and I'll be telling you that what is namespace, how to use namespace, and what are the elements you have to write when you're starting with namespace strings. And this video will be really different and amazing, and I hope you'll be enjoying this video from start. So if you enjoy this video and if you learn things from this video, so remember to hit a like, and if you're new on this channel want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel. And also just share this video so more people can learn that how we can start with these amazing things, and we can also like how we can start with this tutorials and how we can work with these on things which we are covering up through C++. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's get started. Now here we on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that in this video I'll be telling you that what are string namespace in C++ and how we can use a string namespace here. Like if we talk about a string namespace, so what is omitting namespace, which is the first thing which we have to use when we are working with a string namespace. Basically omitting namespace, you might see some C++ programs that run without the standard namespace library. The using namespace std line can be omitted and replaced with the std keyword followed by the semicolon operator for string and cout objects. It is saying us that like when you're using C++ program that run without the standard namespace library, so you can use namespace std line and they can omit it and they can replace with the std keyword. So std keyword is used to replace and omitted some using namespace std like attributes, and you can use these all attributes followed by the semicolon operator that you use for string and cout objects. Then you can see the example of some namespace characters or namespace strings which you can use in C++. Like if we are using this std as our omitting namespace character, or you can say as our namespace string, so how we are using, like in std we have written two colons, means after std we have written two semicolons which indicate that string greeting equal to hello, and in this hello we are writing two colons before and two colons after, which means that we are writing a string. And now in these two strings, means in these two colons I am writing a content between it which is hello, so means this hello is a string which I am defining. So that's why when we write a string in these values, so you will be getting an output. Now if we define std count greeting like this, so you will be getting your namespace string working, and then you will be getting the simply output as hello. If I just copy these all things here and if I paste here on my Google Chrome on my Rapid text editor, and I'll be just changing the name here which will be as string namespace in C++, and I'll be just now pressing enter so that I can get my title. You can just see now we are getting the title here as a string namespace in C++, and our REPL is also just working, and it will not take too much time. So you can just see our REPL is here, and I'll be pasting all the things which I have copied here. So what I'm going to do is I'll be simply pressing Ctrl V, and after doing that you can just see we are getting hashtag include iostream, then we are getting hashtag include string. Means when you're using a string here, means when you're using namespace string in C++, so you have to write a string element as well at the top, means you have to print the string library as well, like we print the namespace library when we are using a std function. Now we don't have to use any namespace std, so that's why I've commented out one thing like using namespace std dash remove this line, because right now we don't have to use this thing, so that's why I have removed using namespace std here. So now we are using std colon and then we are using a string greeting. Remember when you're using std here in init main, so you don't have to use using namespace std. If you use this thing, so you will be getting an error here. So remember, don't use using namespace std when you're using normal std here in init main. Now if we press run button to get the output, like in greeting I'm writing a greeting as hello, so you will be getting a greeting output as hello as well. If I run it, we can just see now we are getting a normally output as hello. You can also write here like this, hello, how are you, like this. And then if you save it and if you run it again, so you will be getting again an output as hello, how are you, like this, a greeting text you're writing. So it is looking good. You can also use some other strings as well to make it more interesting. Like if you want to create a thing, like it will be giving you totally the answer of your greetings which you're asking. So you can use user inputs as well, user input string in previous video which we have talked about. So you can use that strings as well to make it more interesting and to make it like a greeting program, like when you're writing any greeting text here to the output. So it is giving you the output as like when you're writing this text as hello, how are you. So in the replace of this, it is giving you the answer, yeah, I am fine, like this. You can also create that, which is really good looking, and you can also create your simple greeting program which will help you to just learn more about it. So I hope you understand that how we are doing it and how we are using this stds to work with these all things. And now if you want to use std with count greeting, so you can use it here std, then we have used the count and this extraction operator, and after that I've used this greeting so that I can get my output. But remember, when you are using these all things, you have to use all these semicolons as well, which is really important because these are the omitted things, means these are the replacement of the using namespace std which you are using here. So remember to use these all semicolons or the things which you are using so that you can get simple output here and you can just work with these all things. Now if I move on to my Word document to show you the thing here, like we are getting this std keyword is followed by this semicolon operator, and in the place of this using namespace std, you can omit it and replace the thing with std keyword followed by this operator. And for string and cout objects, means we do these all things for string and cout objects so that we can get our strings working and our cout objects also should not be getting any error, and that's why we omitted a namespace in the place of this std keyword. And in some C++ program, you can also see the programs that are running without any standard namespace library. Like if we talk about the namespace library which we printed, which is using namespace std, so this library is not really important to write when you're using the std function in it. So remember, when you're using this thing, so there are some programs in C++ which you don't have to use namespace library. You can just say that you don't have to use namespace library when you're using this std keyword followed by this semicolon operator for string and cout objects. That's the simple summary. It is up to you if you want to include the standard namespace library or not. Means it C++ is also saying that it's only up to you that if you want to include the standard namespace library, so you can do that. If you don't want to, so you can not do that. It's your choice. In our tutorial, we will continue to include the library. Means in our tutorial, we'll be continue to doing that, but right now we are not doing because we don't have to use it right now because obviously we are using the std in it. So if I'll be using this using namespace library, so I'll be getting the output as error, so that's why I'm not used here. But in other tutorial videos I'll be doing that, and we'll be continue to use this library, so you can just see what the difference we are getting when we are using this library and how we are doing that. So I hope you understand that. In this video I'll be telling you, I have telling you about string namespace, that how you can use a string namespace, what are the things which you have to use when you're using a string namespace in C++. So if you have enjoyed this video from the start and if you understand that how we can use a string namespace, so remember to hit a like to this video. And if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing, a notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel. So I'll be meeting you next project or in next tutorial video using C++ from start in future. So for today, goodbye.